Earlier this week, the Senate passed the Judicial Transparency Act with bipartisan support, sending it over to the House. But now it appears the delegates are taking their time, and this plan could be stalling in the House once again. Shining a light on justice, one of Governor Larry Hogan's priorities going into his last legislative session through the Judicial Transparency Act. His plan publishing sentencing data by judge. After some tweaks in the Senate, that data will now be reported by jurisdiction instead.
If there are clear trends in a single jurisdiction, that gives us the ability to dive deeper into specific judges or what are the policies or practices that are happening.
We passed it through the Senate unanimously, bipartisan.
Right now, time is ticking for the House to act. Today, members of the House committee tasked with the movement remain unsure what's next. Do you think it's important for it to see movement?
Yeah, I think that people are kind of done with feeling like the judiciary is cloaked in kind of a shade where they don't really know what's going on. And this is one of the top things that we hear complaints about is people want to know what is going on in our judicial system. Why is crime going up? What are the causes?
Republican Delegate Lauren Erickson sits on the House Judiciary Committee. She says it's unclear when the entire committee will move. Negotiations seem to be only happening on this bill. What about the Violent Firearms Offender Act? The governor also pushing a plan to crack down on criminals with guns, a bill the Senate has passed 2 years in a row, but now is waiting for the House to move. Do you think that has any hope?
I would love to see that bill pass. It's really hard to tell. Traditionally, the House has not been a fan of increasing penalties on really anything.
That committee chaired by Baltimore City Democrat Luke Klippinger. He did not hold a hearing on the Judicial Transparency Plan today, despite meeting virtually on other issues. Delegate Klippinger slipped out after session today, so we weren't able to ask him a question about when or if the Judicial Transparency Act will come up during his committee. He's not holding those committee hearings in person, only virtually, so again, we couldn't ask him during a committee hearing earlier today. I did call his office to find out when a good time would be to meet up with the lawmaker to find out some of these questions, but I was told the best way to get in touch with him was via email. So I sent another email asking him some of these questions, and just like previous attempts to get in touch with him, those emails went ignored. In Baltimore, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.